Hello and welcome to DC Figures and Collectibles. My name is Tyler G of Batman Figs on Instagram and Batman TAS Figs on YouTube. And I am joined, as always, by my co-host, who you could find on Instagram at the.batfan. His name is Scott. Scott, how you doing?
Hello, Tyler. Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you, man. Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm excited. I actually really enjoy these wave reviews. And it's crazy. I think we already did 6. Or this is the 6th.
It is, isn't it? We've done a lot of podcasts lately, which has been brilliant. But yeah, 6th wave sat behind me waiting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 figures.
Plus Roxy, who randomly was released separately for some reason.
I feel like that was like something where they were starting to slack off big time. And they're like, oh, we have to throw a figure out there. Let's just put Roxy.
It's a strange one. Like, of all the ones you choose, you chose Roxy Rocket. It's a strange one for sure.
It is cool to get another vehicle, kind of.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we didn't really check this to see if it would work. Oh, there, it worked. Okay.
Hey, we're in business.
Now, where we last left off, here's the beautiful image that you did for Zatanna episode.
Yes.
And this is what you did after the podcast. And
yeah, well,
this is super nostalgic. Probably the first Batman most of us saw in theaters.
I promised the listeners, this is from 2 days ago, the 23rd, and I promised the listeners that I would upload the Batman Forever picture that I did. So, yeah, made sure I'd follow through on that promise.
Yes, the 23rd, 2 days ago from when we're recording this. And I really like it's the perfect mixture of the lighting from the movie, a lot of Joel Schumacher pink and neon, and the Riddler green.
Yes. Well, you literally of what Joel Schumacher said is we need more colour. That was literally what he said, wasn't it? So I thought I might as well do the same. But I can remember, I'm going to try and find it actually, a picture that you did of the Batman Forever Mattel figure where you had Batman sort of looking up. And he had like a blue light and a green light from either side, and that's what kind of inspired me to do this picture. I had this picture for ages. We're talking like probably like 3-4 months, and just not uploaded it. So I decided finally to pull it and get it out there. But yeah, I'm trying to find that picture now that you did of the Batman Forever because it's an absolutely fantastic picture. I can't seem to find it.
I know what you're talking about, and it's from a while ago.
Yes.
And here is another. Only you do these, at least that I know of or see. And this is a nice nostalgic. You always see great comments by it. I know that initially you always think not too many people are going to enjoy it, but there's always a lot of comments usually. And this is a cool one for sure.
Nice one, yeah. I do love these figures a lot. I've got to say thank you to Ricky Wingding for helping me get them, and at LCMK2 for the green axe, which is a pretty cool accessory. Fits in well with all scales. So, yeah, I absolutely love these figures. They're absolutely fantastic, and I really enjoy the sort of bold colorways they use for them, the metallic finish. Really cool, and yeah.
This didn't come with Green Lantern? This was separate?
It didn't, no. I bought it from LCMK2. He's a good mate. Lives in England, so I can.
And recently came back
from him. Yes, indeed.
Now this is that on the right a screen? Is this like a mixture?
It is. So yeah, on the left-hand side of the picture of as we're looking, this was from yesterday, 24th?
Yes, the 24th.
Yeah, so I did a diorama on the left-hand side of the Batman, and on the right-hand side of Batman, left-hand side of the screen, and then on Batman's left, the Triforce Batmobile is there with a screen backdrop. So I just thought all I had to do was just blend the perspective, and yeah.
I think this is one of your best Arkham video game shots because
Thank you.
It's really hard to tell at first if it's a screen grab or what at the back. So it just perfectly blends. You're getting dangerous with it.
So that screen grab is from Arkham Asylum, I believe.
Is that really Kevin Conroy's Instagram?
It is, yeah. It genuinely is Kevin Conroy.
He's got an Instagram? What?
Yeah, he's finally got Instagram. Yeah. It's at Real Kevin Conroy 6 for anyone listening.
It's not some huckster trying to sell autograph pictures?
No, genuinely, it's the real deal. He's just done a live stream, actually, Kevin Conroy, not long ago on that page. Just as we were coming on air, he started, and it's 100% real because even Tara Strong has mentioned him in a few comments and that. Yeah, so yeah, it's 100% real.
Oh wow! Well, that's good to know because I remember a lot of people were taking advantage of that fake one back in the day.
Absolutely, yeah. I think there was at Real Kevin Conroy and then at Kevin Conroy page, and they're both fakes. It's at Real Kevin Conroy 6.
Yeah, and you're like wondering why is this person keep all of a sudden showing music videos of some random person,
or DMing you asking if they want signed photos. Like Kevin Conroy wouldn't do that. He's Batman. Batman doesn't do that.
Is it this thing?
Just for the continuity of the podcast, here is the picture I was talking about with Tyler.
That's
from 16th of December. That's from. There's a couple of different ones you did. I can remember the blue and green one as well, but that's the red and the white lights. Love that.
Now, this is the first picture that you did for the weekend theme this weekend, which is a Gotham Girls or female heroes.
Yes. Yeah. Female weekend theme that we're doing at the Back Collector.
This is everything about this is very nice and atmospheric, and that just the cramped alleyway is very cool. Looks like she just did a quick change or popped back from parking the bike.
Well, I was going to
see the signal in the back.
Yes, I'm glad you noticed that because I don't think a lot of people did notice it because he used the Mezco back signal and then put some atmosphere aerosol spray in between it, so it sort of just blurred it a little bit more and give it a bit more smoke. But I really wanted to do a completely trashed, really sort of narrow portrait alley picture. That was what I wanted to do from the start. I was going to use New Adventures Batgirl. I thought this Batgirl, well, first, they don't take enough pictures of her, and secondly, the colour of this suit looks a lot better with this sort of extreme set. I just went for that, and a big thanks to Simon of at Batman the Animated Fan for the extreme set. And it's a really cool.
And thank you, Joe, for inventing extreme sets.
Yeah, it is a really cool set. It's a really cool sort of set that you can use.
Well, this light also just fits the tone well, and it also, again, like you said, you matched the setting perfect. It does look like it'd be something straight out of that animated film.
Cheers, thank you.
And I really do like your use of atmosphere aerosol as of late.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I've really been trying to mess around with the aerosol and the lighting. So some of the pictures are alright, some of them are terrible. But it's been good fun messing around with lighting lately. That's one thing that I've really tried to use the time wisely for while we've been in quarantine, just to mess around with stuff. Like this one was this shot is from the 25th. That's from today. The Birds of Prey of Gotham, or Gotham's Girls, whatever you want to call it. But that took so long. I can't. I've got
trying to get them all to stand.
Getting the stand was tricky. Huntress is a pain, but and the Robin as well, because it's the Mattel Multiverse Robin. The feet are horrendous, but out of all of them, Batgirl stands the easiest, and she's the one that's got the thinnest feet, which is ridiculous. But the setup for this took freaking ages because I couldn't get a surface big enough to put the dioramas on, so I had to to share the behind the scenes picture of it because it's ridiculous. I've got like the keyboard bit of my computer desk slid out. The Batmobile's back wheels are on it. The front wheels are on this other board.
Oh my gosh.
And there's like a big gap in the middle. The dioramas are hanging over a gap. And because I would just put them on my floor, but the problem is it's a carpet floor, so it's uneven, and I can't get a low camera angle on it then. So I have to use a higher base and then put the camera or tripod.
And no one would ever know all that went into this unless they hear this.
To be honest, no one should feel sorry for me. We've got nothing else to do these days, so but it's just one of those things, isn't it? You just try and error sometime.
It looks great. And I also just like the
Thank you.
variety of figures from different lines, different shows. They blend well together.
Yeah, like every figure's from a different line, which is weird, but they all fit nicely together. They don't look too out of place. Robin probably doesn't look the best, but
But Huntress actually looks really well in that lineup, despite being the one pretty difficult to stand.
Cheers, yeah, she's from an old DC Direct line. I can't remember what it's called, but it's all one of those. It's not the Hush one, if that helps. But yeah, she's a cool figure actually. Comes with a really nice crossbow, and I do really like that Black Canary from the Arrowverse line. She's really cool. Got great articulation and stands up really well.
I mean, it's rare you see those two at all in photos. And I'm glad that you went into the depth of how the setup was, because I was going to say with that Batmobile in the back, it's probably a huge setup.
Cheers, yeah. The Batmobile is the lights from the front of the Batmobile. When you put aerosol in front of it, they look really
yeah, they do.
Atmospheric, because they're so strong. The lights are, and with that blue tone they've got on them as well, it kind of helps.
It was worth the investment to get it. That's for sure.
Yeah, it was.
You definitely don't shoot the animated Batmobile that much, but that one you like to show off. Yeah,
well, since we last spoke, I've actually done a few pictures of the animated Batmobile. So I need to make sure they're uploaded. I'm going to try and do a picture of the Batwing. Gonna try. It's going to be difficult, but I'll give it a go.
That will be cool.
I mean, I haven't done a picture.
See that.
I've only ever done one picture of the Batwing, like ages ago. I actually got that from Zavi. About a year.
You did? You got the Batwing from Zavi?
Yeah, only 50 quid as well. It's a pretty good price. So it's worth a lot more than that now, that's for sure. But
shout out to Zavi.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to try and get a picture of that done at some point. It's just that I would love to have like an upscaled version of the Batcave background. Get a massive version of that, because I just put it on my bat wall and sit in the cave in front of it, put the Batmobile, Batwing, and just take a picture of all of it. It looked really cool, and the Batcycle.
Just paint over the black.
That's
just like the animated series over black paper.
Maybe just use a black background. Why would I not do that? I could do that.
Yeah, you can make it look like a void.
I'll have to have a go with that. Yeah, it'd be the Eye on the Night section of the cave that you only see in that episode ever.
That's where he gets his strength.
It is. No, it actually is. And here we go. We're going to talk about the next wave very soon.
Yes.
And here they all are, in parts anyway.
Only a little Easter egg for Zatanna.
Yes, and actually speaking of egg, I love the effect that you put with Gordon here. It's absolutely fantastic.
It was fun doing that. Because I try to think of ways to tie these people together, and I just see no ways Zatanna would be able to be in a picture with all of those people together, unless they somehow. I figured this would be better. And Clarion's just an evil, devious little thing.
He is. I think Etrigan, Clarion, because Etrigan's a good guy, but I think Clarion and Rayshard Ghul working together is not the most out of the world idea possible. So, because they're fairly closely similar. So,
yes,
I think that's definitely possible. But it's a brilliant picture. We've got some awesome accessories you can see there as well that we're going to be talking about today.
I feel like now I just want to put those chemistry bottles and try to sneak them in every shot, just because they're so popular when we talk about how much we use them.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I love the red one, because it looks like it could be like a jar of like juice or squash or something as well. If it's in a mansion or something in Wayne Manor. Sometimes use it for that, but I mean, that stuff like the poster in that is fantastic that you get with Zatanna. I'm really glad they did stuff like that. DC Collectibles, or DC Direct.
Yeah, because they could have been like, they could just print it off themselves. No. Yeah. Thank you. Zatanna doesn't have much other than a black stick, which we'll talk about.
We will, absolutely. And this picture that you did today as well. So the picture I was talking about then has been uploaded today of the 25th. And another one that you uploaded, this from yesterday, the 24th, it's Two-Face and Riddler gunning down Mr. Wayne. A brilliant shot. I mean, we've mentioned this accessory a few times. Did you have to rebuild that again?
We both had a Batman Forever shot recently, so it fits perfect. And yeah, that one I've rebuilt it a few times because I've had to use different parts to redo the paddles because that crumpled in the mess of moving stuff. So,
and knowing Riddler as I do, how long did it take to stand him up on those pin feet?
I think I have him balanced underneath the shoulder of that figure. So,
okay.
And also he's also this is what I got. So, Two-Face's knee is being held together by the arm of Bruce, and he's pretty stable. And Riddler's staff is keeping him up. He's holding against his chest. Two-Face's chest.
Oh, okay.
And also the balance is helping from the big accessory.
So it's like a conga. It's like a conga of a balancing act going on with those. It looks fantastic. And the Bank Extreme set is
it's a lovely Wayne Manor.
It's the MVP again. The Extreme set always comes in handy, but it does look brilliant for a Wayne Manor. And the bookcase you put in there looks great as well.
The old school one. It looks more animated sometimes.
It just looked fantastic that one. We're talking about Batcave. Here's another Batcave picture with the Batmobile.
Yes, another Batmobile picture.
A brilliant picture, that one. And I mean,
still hanging on to that age.
One of the most underrated figures in existence, that Bruce, with the Batman Beyond as well. That's from 24th of April. You can check that out on Tyler's page. And another one from the 24th is a classic scene, one of the most iconic DCAU scenes you're ever going to see of Batman and Ace. I mean, it's just an incredible picture, and it's so accurate.
If only that we had a real Ace. I'd love that.
Yeah. It'd be amazing if they started doing some more Justice League figures and
that was
Superman
a
animated figures.
Yeah, I would like more Superman for sure.
Yeah,
like a Mongol. Like I'd love to do more shots from the man who has everything.
And yeah, if we're talking about alien figures, something like a Mongol would be great. A Despero would be brilliant. I would love a Despero figure. He'd be insane, like a Herotalic figure. He'd be
or his Granny.
Cool. Granny Goodness, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great shot. Oh, yeah, she'd be fantastic. Granny Goodness is brilliant.
Or an Amanda Waller. That'd be nice.
Amanda Waller would be cool. This episode I watched a few days ago, Growing Pains, so damn good. This is from the 24th.
Very underrated episode.
Oh, man, it is amazing, isn't it? And, this is when we really get to see a lot of character development from Robin as well. Because he's in the first couple of episodes, and they sort of leave him out of... quite a few, like he's not in Joker's Millions or anything like that, and then Growing Pains he returns into the action, and he's the main character in this story, and it's a fantastic character building story, this one. Really enjoyed this episode. A great picture to show it off.
Incredible writing, and again just showing, even though they changed the design and that might put people off, it's like they still got the strong writers. This is the ending alone, it's like, sometimes there aren't happy endings. Sorry. That's very true. It's a Saturday morning cartoon. You just finish eating cereal. Yeah, you don't have happy endings all the time. All right, go play.
And like the line at the end when he's like, murder. That's just brilliant.
Yeah, and that's also an interesting question whether or not she is a living thing or just a creation. That's always an interesting topic to cover, science fiction wise.
It is, because she clearly had a sort of, I'm low to use the word, but she clearly had a soul and everything. She understood right from wrong, and because she was sort of telling him to escape, and she would try and save him and everything.
How graphic is it when she gets just engulfed? And she's reaching her hand out.
Weird, isn't it?
That's crazy. We're not allowed to have fire, but we could show this.
Yeah, Tyler's shot to show it off is fantastic. A bit of atmosphere still in there. I can see as well. It's great.
Thank you. I'm glad that you like it. I always try to make sure I do a good play face one.
This picture as well is brilliant.
This is purely based on how much we've talked about this figure lately. So I got to do
it. It is. So this is from yesterday, the 24th of April, and it is Lex completely decimating the Justice League.
With his dark side face.
Apart from Batman, who is indecimatable in that Hellbat suit.
He's about to lay down the law.
He is, absolutely. Yeah, fantastic shot, that one. Those parademons are so underrated, aren't they? Even the very basic lines are just so cool.
Yeah, and I wish I would have got more of the DC Multiverse version, but they're a Toys R Us exclusive and hard to find. And I think that's the last Toys R Us exclusive I ever got before they shut down.
Oh, and that is really sad. Like,
it's a good one.
So good.
Oh, they're like a McDonald's or something. They're just like a staple. Now they're gone.
Yeah. Here's another great picture. Now, I rewatched Joker's Millions the other day. It's so funny.
It's very comedic in nature.
It honestly is just so good. Like, I'm crazy to take on Batman, but the IRS, no, thank you. It's so good. I absolutely love it.
The most classic line from Joker probably in TV.
And honestly, it's so good. So after World's Finest, he's going for a cash-strapped spell, getting desperate. And this episode's brilliant. And it's my favourite part.
Love his apartment.
His apartment's great, isn't it? And
it's interesting that he has the hyenas and not Harley, even though they're not together.
Yes, true. That's a good point, actually. But
it also is funny seeing the fake Harleys. That's enjoyable.
Yeah, he's like, anything you say, Mr. G, and then she starts doing that stupid laugh, and then Joker goes to shoot.
I feel like that episode almost predicted the new Harley that we got after the original Harley with the annoying voice actress in the Batman and Harley Quinn. It almost predicted.
Good point, yeah. It's a good point.
We can't get the original, so let's get a cheap knockoff.
I love in that episode as well how they put Paul Dini in the Harley suit.
Yeah.
When he looks at it, he goes, no. Which is brilliant. But my favourite part of that whole episode is when Ivy and Harley are watching that on TV, in Arkham Asylum, and she's like, why hasn't he bought you out yet? And she's like, and then she looks at the paper and there's advertising for a new hench wench. And she just goes, and she just screams out, "I'll kill him!"
You definitely can't put that on TV. Hench wench.
It's so good. Harleen Stalking is just so damn good. With that line kills me. It's like, "I'll kill him!"
You know what else is a good line is when they say that reporter's asking Joker's lawyer. He's like, I don't know anything about that. And he drives off in like a big Ferrari after putting down his glasses. That's a great story. It's like people are saying Joker's trying to buy his innocence. I can't comment on it. He drives away.
Yeah. I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
Oh yeah.
even though he's right.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Joker playing golf is funny. Just living it up at the Iceberg Lounge.
Yeah.
It's actually a really good episode now, looking back. Of course, Joker doesn't have red lipstick, so most people hate it.
He's like, at the end of the episode, he's like, "So you're crazy? You don't want, you'll get killed if you go down." He's like, "No, I want to go with it."
Oh yeah. I don't want it.
Good.
I want to go with it.
Yeah, I mean, in that episode, Mark Hamill's voice is just on point. It's so good.
Hopefully, we'll get to see more of it in the future.
Yes, I
absolutely love that shot.
I absolutely love this shot. It's fantastic.
That was a fun one to try to match up the lighting. And I put like a piece of tape on the end of a stick and had to like just put it in different areas to catch how it would be in different light, and then turn those into a PNG and then cut around them. Try to match it up with where it was so it looked natural.
Yeah.
But I figured it was a challenge. It's like creating a riddle for myself.
Brilliant picture. And then we conclude where we were after the last podcast. So this is from 2 days ago on the 23rd, and Batman and Zatanna in the Batmobile. Absolutely brilliant scene. I love how you put the hat next to Zatanna as well.
Yeah, and that's the only way I figure she could sit in the Batmobile. But luckily, you can't see too much of where I made the cut on her head. You kind of see a flat piece, but
I love the image of the Batmobile roof shutting and the hat just getting squashed in the roof.
Don't worry about
stuck
that.
To the roof.
Don't worry about it. No, but this is one of my favorite parts, and I just love the line because Batman's always been has a weakness for girls, so the line
Yeah, especially like leggy dames in nylon. That's Batman. That is Batman's kryptonite.
Which we get to talk about, actually.
Yes.
We get to talk about a few girls. One that really wanted him and one that he kind of wanted.
Yes.
And the new way. Oh, and also, we were supposed to have Kevin on. We didn't mention that. Kevin of at Ranky Customs. But we heard from him as early as this morning. But we haven't been able to hear from him since. So we just assumed something came up that's a lot more important than talking about action figures. So we hope that he's doing well. We hope that his family's well. And yeah, hopefully we'll get him on pretty soon because he always has killer work in the makings, and we know he's got a lot of stuff cooking up for some customs that DC Direct will never make. That at least he makes fun to look at. So
yes,
hopefully we get him back.
And just as a little bit of a light moment, here is the speech that I found earlier from Harley.
Is that Arlene?
Yeah, I absolutely love that.
Oh, she's such a good Harley. I mean, Tara's okay, but Arlene's just too fun.
She is. Tara's always Batgirl and Arlene's always Harley to me. That's how it should always be. But
it is a great clip. And you could tell that they didn't. That's what I like is you have to have some complete dedication, just full on yell and vocal boost.
It's absolutely brilliant. And the bats fly at the top of the asylum as well. So good. Yes. Any new plastic to report on the Sweet Tyler?
No. I even got episodes done like the night before so that I had plenty of time to wake up early and get ready to go to Target and hunt. I just can't do it. Because every time I go, there's like a crazy line. It's like, I don't want to wait in a line just to have like, oh yeah, there's nothing new. Okay.
How fast after they get put on the shelves do they get put online, or do they usually go online first? Because I'm not sure how it works in the US.
Here they tend to put out the figures about a week to 3 days earlier than they're available online. And then
right, okay.
By the time, like even if you do 2 day shipping, it usually takes a week to get them after they put them on the shelf online. And I know I could get it like May 4th. As soon as May 4th, I could get the gold Wonder Woman if I want to pay online. It's just, there's something about the hunt that I enjoy, but I also realize we're in different times, so I'm just going to have to evolve.
And you can look at things like the paint when you're in person as well, can't you? But
yeah, that's the best part.
Yeah.
I don't want a too blushy Wonder Woman with those pink circles on her face.
I mean, she, in all honesty, she isn't as good as what she initially looked like, so I suppose there's a little bit less of a rush, but weird. I still
really want
how tall she is.
Those wings just look amazing. And I do kind of want to see if I can put the head on the other Wonder Woman, and if not, I would just take it back or send it back.
Yeah, I think you'll be able to. You should be able to anyway. She's just bloody tall enough. Absolutely huge Wonder Woman figure.
And you can never have too many lassos. And she comes with the lassos. That's right.
If you could go toy hunting, you'd take the Beast Kingdom head with you and you'd have a look at it.
I really would. I've done that stuff before.
Yeah. No,
not ashamed.
It's smart thing to do.
I just have parents looking at me weird. Any new plastic for you in the post?
We got got a replacement Bane, as I said I was going to get. My Bane's knee was kaput from last week. He actually looks quite a good version. Sometimes you get them in the box and there's like a few dodgy paints and stuff like that, but he actually looks pretty decent.
It's cool to see how he looks in there. It's like a reminder of how big and massive he is compared to his outfit.
I love the packaging for the New Adventures stuff. It looks so cool, the blue.
So clean.
It does, yeah. It looks so cool. So, yeah.
I'm seeing those on a daily basis, released every other week.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't collect back then, so it's a shame, but I imagine it was absolutely awesome having stuff getting released constantly.
See, people, look how great of a photographer Scott is. He's framed the Bane perfectly in shot, so we could have a perfect, beautiful picture of that as well. Look at that. Perfect. It's all money.
And this girl as well, Batgirl.
That is a treasure. That one went up in price too.
It comes with the bike. Everyone's seen it by now, but yeah.
Yeah, but there's just to have it yourself is another thing.
She's a terrific figure, really is. But yes, she's going to be doing some pictures of her for an upcoming theme.
She looks like a lot of fun.
She's really, really good. Articulation's great. Couple of head sculpts, couple of different capes as well. See, this is the wind swept cape. It comes with another cape as well, which I've got in the packet ready. Alternate head sculpts and a few different hands. So yeah, she's a cool figure though. Yes, stand up.
That hair lends itself to a lot of cool shots. Can't wait to see what you're coming up with.
I don't think I've done like 3 different pictures of her, so I'm going to hopefully mix them all up and put them in some themes and stuff like that. So, but yeah, other than that, there's not much else. Still got a couple of things coming in the post, but nothing else. That's
a solid week, especially for just talking to you in the last few days.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, hopefully we'll get some new figures dropping next time we do a podcast, because we got the DC COllectibles released on the 29th.
Oh yeah,
which is the Azrael and the Red Hood. That's what it's supposed to be anyway, but we'll see.
I'm gonna hope that my comic book shop is open. I don't want to hold my breath, but I think there is a chance, maybe. So
yes,
I could possibly get that there. I just gotta order it.
Hopefully, yeah.
I can't wait to get those. Finally, something new from the animated series.
Yes,
looking at that box.
Hoping. I like it, when people we buy things from local comic book stores and that. Because I mean, right now they need it more than ever. So if people can order online from those places, like I know
I might message them.
Yeah, because I know I'm buying everything from Comics and Cocktails. They're absolutely fantastic website, and they always get all the stock in. So I'm buying everything off them at the moment, because they do a good job for me usually.
That's smart.
Rather than Forbidden Planet, who are useless, absolutely hopeless.
Well, at least you're getting them. I can't wait to see what the box art looks like too.
Yeah, true, actually, because it's a brand new wave, isn't it? Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah. Or what kind of box they go for, whether they go for something like the Bane behind me, or like the Justice League box for the animated figures. That's going to be
interesting. Or like what Simon's been drawing those covers with. Like how they
should just employ Simon to draw them.
He has more followers and gets more likes than the guy that actually does the artwork for the comic.
Really?
Yeah, I just saw that there. I was like, holy crap. I didn't even realize that. Like, go Simon.
Surprise me. Yeah, it's fantastic. But
he definitely has the passion.
It does.
You're already in the midst of your current theme, and you did tell me that you're aware of what your new theme is. Is there any way we can?
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to use Batgirl for it, along with all the other DC icons, because we're doing the DC icons 2-part.
Oh.
So looking forward to that. We always do a
2-parter.
When we do, I think it's like DC icons, and there's another one that we do as well that we always do a 2-parter.
Justice League.
I can't remember it. I can't
DCEU?
remember. It might be DCEU. Yeah, it might be. We always do 2-parters. When we do those themes, because they're always monstrous, so we're going to do a 2-part for this, because me and Lewis, and I know you do as well, to be fair, we all love that DC Icons line.
And we have so many figures from it.
Yeah, I still can't believe the ones that got cancelled, but we won't go there.
What's funny is now I see more and more people talking about those Lee Bermejo figures that got cancelled, the Lex and the Green Lanterns. Yes.
Oh man, it
don't let them
ridiculous. And then all the DC movie figures as well, DC Films line. It's stupid.
Yeah, probably would have made way better looking Wonder Woman than what's out there right now.
Yeah, they would have. I would love to see their Suicide Squad figures they were going to do. It looked meant they would.
So that's why I was waiting to get that Diablo from him. I didn't want to get the television.
Understandable.
Now, are we ready to do the 6th wave?
Yes, let's do it.
There's a lot of cool accessories with this one.
There is. Who are we starting with? Are we starting with the next one, or do we start with the one off?
Let's save her for last.
Awesome.
So she is pretty cool.
We next up have the Commissioner.
Gordon.
Yes. Jimbo is next.
Jimbo. Here's his megaphone that he comes with.
Yes.
It also comes with a pistol, revolver.
I love the megaphone. It's very Batman 89-ish.
Yeah, it is.
It's just like, what are you trying to do? Blow the collar?
I need to do more photos with it now. That's the one thing I really do like about looking back on this. Oh yeah, I need to use this more.
I think this episode's, you know how they do like based off episodes, stuff like that. I think these are from the Jazzman episode. I think that's when he uses the speaker.
Yeah, you're right.
Or it could be on Leather Wings actually, but I think it is the Jazzman episode. I mean, that's the most Commissioner Gordon definitive episode, isn't it? Jazzman.
Yes.
It's probably the closest we get, but yeah.
What is that one? Never Too Late? No, that's not that one. What's the crap?
I Am the Night, isn't it, that one?
I Am the Night, yes. Whew. That would have hurt my brain.
Yeah, Gordon is amazing, isn't he?
Not only is he amazing for himself,
yeah,
but he's amazing that if you put the Bruce head, you at least have some kind of okay-looking Bruce Wayne, even though DC Collectibles hasn't given us one. Even though the head does look tiny.
even though Jim Fletcher would have you believe that's one.
Don't you love him?
I mean, I'd love this Commissioner Gordon. I just so wish we'd have got a New Adventures version as well, just for the over the edge.
Why not? Yeah, why not?
He's awesome. I really like Commissioner Gordon. He's very posable as well, actually.
Definitely for having a tunic or a cloak.
Yeah,
jacket.
Pretty awesome.
So, now, what do you rate him?
I'm just gonna. You got to fool me, damn it. I reckon. I don't know. This is tricky. I'm gonna go for 8 out of 10. Yeah, I go for an 8 out of 10. And I don't know why it's not 10, but I can't give a figure 10, so I'll go for 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I think that's fair. 8 out of 10. I mean, he's decently posable, more posable than like a Bullock with this.
Yeah, true.
And I mean, for an old man, he does need to be able to have some action poses. He's got some gas left in the tank.
Well, I'd love them to just put like a police badge in there or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Just something a little bit less boring than the megaphone and the pistol.
Yeah, if they would have given 3 badges, so you get a point of view shots.
Hey, that's a good idea. Yeah, that would have been really
3 or
cool.
4 badges.
Yeah, that's a good shot actually. Yeah, they'd have been really cool. But
or maybe give him more guns, or
yeah,
because they didn't even have to really paint his accessories. Just great.
True. And like the criticism of the ankles as well. Like they can only slightly move.
Yeah.
You can't move them backwards or forward, and they don't pivot. And they could definitely have made them pivot at the very least, because there is a gap in the material, and the bottom of the material at the ankle is soft as well as it's quite pliable, which is a shame that they didn't make any sort of pivot in it. I mean, this is the start of the decline articulation-wise, isn't it? This wave, because none of them have ankle pivots.
Oh, people are still buying them?
Or ankles on some of them.
That's true. Oh, you're so right. That's sad.
Yes. So the next one up is the Demon's Head himself, Ra's or Ra's al Ghul.
Whatever way you say it.
Well, it's Ra's in this series. It's Ra's in the Batman Begins. But
here's his alternate head.
He's an awesome figure, and you got the alternate hands on as well, which is awesome because I've got the fist.
Oh, nice.
The way these hands come off are genius, aren't they? They clip off.
They're like Scarecrow. Which was your first 10?
Yeah. Yeah.
Outside of Batman.
Outside of Batman. But yeah, he's a terrific figure, Ra's al Ghul, actually, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do wish that he would have came with a sword or something like that, or more things just like. But this is an extremely cool and episode-specific head sculpt.
It is. I mean, the only other criticism I would have about this figure is the actual choice to go with this particular suit rather than the actual sort of suit.
All green.
Makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Because they should have.
This is only from one shot. This is in.
It is, yeah. It is, and when they're doing 2-packs and stuff like that, so we're going to be reviewing another 2-pack coming up, but like the Batman and Phantasm stuff, I would have loved to have seen them do a Ra's and Ubu together. I think that would have been really, really awesome to see.
Infidel.
Yeah. Oh, I'm strike one. Like, sick of you calling me that.
And Ubu even makes it he even makes it to where Batman and Superman face that both Ra's and him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not include him?
Yeah. Do you know? Actually, this is. I can't remember what episode of Justice League this was. It might have been the Once and Future thing, but I'm not entirely sure it was it when they're in the Wild West and they go back in time. And Ubu is actually in that episode. It's the exact. It's too coincidental for it not to be, because I think it's when he was fighting with Tobias Manning. He was on the Tobias Manning side of things, and he was fighting along with them, because he probably would have been around back then if they're using the Lazarus pits. So, but yeah, which I found pretty interesting. Anyway, that was a slight tangent, but yeah, I mean, Raisha's a really cool figure, isn't he?
He's also in Batman and Harley Quinn, the greatest animated film ever.
Oh dear.
That's the proper response to that.
It's the Floronic Man. Yeah, he's an awesome
420 villain.
The head sculpt on him as well is just phenomenal.
Yeah, you can't get better than that.
He just looks so imposing, doesn't he?
You can hear his voice, detective.
Yes. No, he looks.
But I do wish
cool.
that is the one thing you mentioned is the major hang of the most diehard BTS fans hate, that he doesn't have the all green outfit.
Yeah.
So for that, I say a 7, because I also hate that he's supposed to be Batman's equal physically. He's just on the decline, and that's why he wants Batman to take over. So he should at least be able to have some pivoting ankles. Come on.
Yeah. And they could have bulked him up a little bit more as well. No, I mean, he's not very. It's like when like you just say, when he comes out the Lazarus pit, he's just completely like his hench, and you look at him here, he's not that strong.
Slender.
Look, so it's quite thin.
It's
like when you see them both fight, shirtless,
barrel chested.
Yeah, and they are physical equals, and that he just really isn't on figure form. So yeah, I'm happy to go with a 7 on that for sure. I mean, the cape's not the best. It was just a rubber thing.
You've gotten great use out of the cape, though.
Oh yeah. I did. You know, I had to put that in boiling hot water, then cut the ends of it.
It looks so great, though, and a lot of people love that cape. How'd you do that? Where'd you get
it? Yeah, is that a new Batman? No, it isn't. Yeah, he's cool. He's pretty cool, Racious.
And a must. You gotta have him in the robes.
Yeah, I mean, the Demon's Head is brilliant. So the next one is a female figure.
Which you already hinted at, with no ankle joints.
Yes. She is, along with Lois Lane, ankle jointless. But I mean, she's a really cool figure, and she's a Tana.
And it's nice they even made her.
It is, yeah. And accuracy is there.
The coolest accessory.
The wand is so bad.
It's flimsy. If you just have it lean against something for too long, it misshapes it.
Yeah, if you can see on mine's completely misshaped.
Mine's all wonky too.
I couldn't even find it actually.
Like a spaghetti noodle.
They could have painted a bit of white on the end as well. It's just
why didn't they?
And then as you said, the awesome poster. I'm glad they did the poster. A nice little background accessory which we've used many times.
And it just looks awesome in every shot.
And you've got
Zatanna. Makes it feel like it's world building.
So you got Zatanna on the Battle as well, haven't you? Nice. So yeah, that looks really cool.
I had to use a X-Acto knife to get the smooth cut, and had to make sure I asked a lot of people what it's like when you take off the hat, because I didn't know.
I mean, it would have been cool if they did have the hat removable, even if they just put it on like a magnet or something like that. That would have been nice.
That's too brilliant. They're not going to do that.
Gotta go. Yeah, you got a point there. But and she fits in the Batmobile as we've seen, which is good.
Yes.
What do you rate Zatanna?
Okay, because she's not a main character, but it's nice that we even got someone like that in a series that doesn't have too many. Well, they do have a lot of female characters, but they tend to be not main characters. So outside of Catwoman, they're not gonna, and Batgirl, they're not gonna make too much. So the fact that even Zatanna from one episode is made, they could have done Vreeland or something like that. I'm happy that we got her. I'm gonna say 8.5 because they could have done better with the ankles and stuff.
Yeah,
but
true.
I have a personal like towards Zatanna. So.
Yeah, she is great.
What say you, Scott?
I'm gonna go with a. I'm gonna go with an 8, just because of the stuff like the accessories of the poster.
True.
The stick's terrible. The poster's great, and she's a good figure. Yeah, she's a good figure.
And that right there, I love, because it does show the photographer and collector's mentality that sometimes a lackluster figure, if given great accessories that could be used multiple times, will get ranked higher and appreciated more.
It's true. That is actually so true. That is.
I bought figures just for accessories.
Yeah. And that brings us on to the next figures, which have some cool accessories. It is the Etrigan and Clarion 2-pack. Second 2-pack we've got after Phantasm and Batman.
And it's interesting they did go from old BTS to TMBA for the 2-packs.
Yes. I mean, this by no means disappoints, because it's just so cool.
Jet Clarion Creations.
Yeah. Clarion's pretty good. Like, he's got good articulation, no ankle pivot, and no ankle articulation at all, actually. But his head's got great. Yes, true.
It just popped off for me.
But he's a brilliant figure, isn't he, Clarion? And yeah, I'm glad they made this 2-pack. I mean, Etrigan's a pretty cool character. He's got his own episode in Justice League, and yeah, really cool.
They turn into babies.
Yes. And then you've got the.
I think Clarion is even in Merlin's brand. I know the M stands for Merlin because Merlin's demon.
Yeah.
I don't know what they call it in the show. I'll be seeing it soon. Not there yet. I really like this figure, especially just his head sculpt, because along with Riddler, everything you need to know about his personality is almost in that smug little smile or smirk.
So true, yeah.
So I do enjoy that aspect of him, even though he's not too popular. But this is one of my favorite figures of all. The whole line. The
voice that they have for him is perfect as well.
Oh, it's so snotty.
Actually, no, it's funny that you should mention when they turn into kids. On that episode when it's Mordred, isn't it? When he turns into an adult, he morphs himself into an adult to prove that he doesn't need to prove to his mum anything. They have the same voice who does the voice of Clarion, which is quite cool.
It does all tie together.
It's obviously like they will. He will probably have been related to Morgan Le Fay, if you know,
Uncle
DCAU continuity. But yes, and then you get the awesome accessory that I nearly forgot, but thanks to you I didn't, which is Tickle.
If only they would have gone full, like, okay, we'll also throw in full-size Tickle.
Oh, could you imagine? That'd be brilliant.
That would be a little over the top for them, I guess. But it is high. It's all articulated. The tail even moves. The head moves.
Yeah, it's a great, brilliant accessory. And then we get onto the demon himself, Etrigan. I mean,
just
Etrigan's
cool for color.
Absolutely love Etrigan. He's so cool. His cape is awesome as well. The sculpture of his cape is majestic. Brilliant.
Has a little bit of Phantasm tatters at the bottom.
Yeah. Like I said, I love Etrigan because I love this episode. I love his episode in Justice League as well. So, yeah, Etrigan's an outstanding figure. One of the best. Yeah, love this set.
What do you rate it?
Stand up. There we go.
What do you say?
I'm going to say 9 out of 10. Yeah, I'm going to go for 9 out of 10. Etrigan's amazing. The accessories are brilliant. And to get a figure, who would have thought we'd have a figure of Clarion the Witch Boy? But yeah, I just love Etrigan.
Evil little brat.
Yeah, I just love Etrigan a lot. And I usually display him in the corner just past Hulk.
JL.
Yeah, he gets displayed with the Justice League usually. So, yeah, he's a fantastic figure, and yeah, love these. How do you rate them?
Oh man, if I were to go individual, I would give Etrigan a 10, but as of the set, I would give it a 9 to 9.5 because the accessories alone with just the cat, like you've done so many cool shots in the alleyway where you've had like a pack of cats and from behind, like it fits in with, it looks awesome. So that's just something that you can repurpose a lot, even with Catwoman shots. Etrigan, the colors alone are freaking fantastic. I love the cardinal, burgundy red, the yellow, and he's a cool character. He's a Jack Kirby creation, king of comics, and he actually that they could put a demon character on a Saturday morning cartoon is cool. So I give it a 9 to 9.5.
It's the first time they've properly used magic on the show, isn't it? They kind of used it in Zatanna, but because that's something Bruce Timm was against, wasn't it? Originally, or Paul Dini. I mind Paul Dini, but they were the show was against it, weren't they? But it's the first time they properly used it.
I'm glad they waited for this character.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now we got one more. Even
we got a special character that was released randomly. Well, according to the records, anyway, the history records, she was released randomly, but it is Roxy
the Toy
Rocket,
Archives,
the stunt artist herself.
She does her own stunts, folks.
I've broken that in the last few minutes. It's just I'm going to glue that back on at some point.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be too hard.
If that actually just pops back in.
Nice.
But yeah,
thank you, DC Direct.
Yes, for once they did something right. She was the beginning of the end for articulation. Though I think she was the 16th release, and she has all the ankle pivots and everything like that. But she is the beginning of the end.
It's amazing that they went through all that. Like it looks like it'd be a lot of work for the little feet to put all the articulation in for something like that. But Etrigan, big as life feet. Nah, we'll put regular.
Yeah, it's true. It's a terrific release, and you get the awesome rocket with the laser at the back.
Laser.
Up. Yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic release, this one.
And I've never had to change the battery.
And also we've got the cool accessories she comes with.
Oh yeah, I forgot her other accessories. She actually comes with
the gun with the bat signal on.
She uses the T's back.
The spanner that she hits the penguin thugs over the head with. And then
I use that in the back cave a lot. And that is cool.
Which comes with a bunch of alternate hands as well, which we're not going to show you because they're boring. But
I guarantee there's a fist, there's relaxing hands, there's gripping hands.
Yeah, literally all of those, yeah. Literally is the three hands. But she's a great figure, Roxy is. And you know, we were talking off air before we did the podcast about the figures, and I was just randomly appreciating how awesome she is after all the time I've not taken a picture of her, so I'm definitely going to make sure I do a picture of her ready for next week. But she is so cool. Like, the accuracy of Roxy is amazing. So, yes.
And yeah, just the face sculpt where you could see, like, that's a regular blue shield they put the time to put underneath. They didn't just, like, paint the eyeballs over the shield or something like that.
Yeah.
It's really nicely done.
Yeah.
As anything created by Paul Dini.
Absolutely, yeah. So, gonna give her a 9 out of 10.
Ah, that's fair.
She's outstanding. I got two of the. I mean, just for the fact that I got two Roxy rockets, I got another one that I used for a custom, but I wanted another rocket for it. Well, I'll picture what I was going to do, but never did. It was the Batgirl Nightmare custom I'd used it for. Ages.
Oh yeah, no, I remember that.
A long time ago. But I mean, I got both of these for about 20 quid, like two Roxy rockets for 20 quid, which is just ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
Incredibly cheap. So yeah, I really love this figure. It's a 9 from me.
I think that's.
What do you reckon?
I think that's fair. I think a 9, not only because who cares about if you necessarily are a big fan of the character or not. I would say I'm okay. Like, I enjoy her. Yeah. The figure alone that they made her is the first and probably only time you'll get a Roxy rocket figure. So yeah. And they did it to perfection. All the accessories that she uses in the show. So
absolutely,
I think it's a 9.
She's an awesome figure, Roxy is.
This is a really strong wave of, I feel like, B characters. Minus Ray.
It is, and yeah, a fantastic wave, and yeah, pretty solid, and some nice, I'd say, some pretty nice B-list characters in there as well, that we don't only see in one episode. People like Zatanna, Etrigan, Roxy.
And because I learned about these characters from Batman the Animated Series, it's the reason I even wanted to watch things like Young Justice, which I know Zatanna was a lot of. And they actually showed her and Tico fight one-on-one, which is like, yeah, Batman the Animated Series almost. But so because of that, I learned a lot about these characters thanks to Batman the Animated Series. So.
Yes.
You gotta love the show.
Absolutely.
It actually made me care about Superman when I first heard
it. Okay, so we now have our final part of the show.
Figure of the week?
Figure of the week, yes.
You want me to go first since you went?
I don't mind, yeah, go for it.
Old school.
Oh,
Mayfix, Ben Affleck from BVS. And I was looking at him because I saw some people recently do photos of him. I was like, dang, I forgot how good that figure that is just for posing alone. It's a shame he's not going to be Batman anymore.
Yeah.
I have a photo in mind coming up for it. So.
That Mayfix one's really nice. I like the cape on that one. The cape looks really good.
It's one of the first times I ever had a figure with a wire cape. And I was like, why aren't all figures like this? This is amazing.
I love Mayfix's wide capes. They look brilliant. Sometimes they're a little bit too big, but on that Batman, they did a great job. Like the Batman Begins cape is huge.
Giant.
It's like the biggest cape I've ever seen. But
it's hard to stand them on your shelf because of it.
It is, yeah, it actually is. And when you're trying to do a picture of him, you're trying to contain the cape. Oh God, I always remember that one that you did with him and Scarecrow. The cape was going everywhere, and that was brilliant use of the cape.
That's the only way I could keep it contained.
Okay, so
it's on you, Scott.
I kind of cheated. I was going to.
It's a game time decision.
We were going to talk about stuff like World's Finest because I watched World's Finest earlier today. I'm going to name these two as a joint figure of the week, so I'm going to cheat. We're going to name two
colors.
We're going to have two figures in honor of our guest, just to be awkward. But
if he's watching, I hope he's enjoying. Look at the colors on them; they look great.
They look awesome, don't they? I'm going to do a picture of these two ready for Monday because they're just freaking awesome together. They look so cool. And
great pose by Superman.
The cool contrast between them is just fantastic. Superman's got a pose and Batman just stood there like, yeah, what?
Yeah. I'm not impressed.
Yeah, watching World's Finest earlier, it's such a great episode. Well, I got the movie version of it, so you can just watch it continuously, but it's so good.
No commercials.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no commercials. No, it's absolutely fantastic and really love that episode. So, and it is nice seeing these two meet for the first time and their origin of their relationship and friendship. So,
the first meeting is brilliant where Superman thinks he's got a one-up on him because he x-rayed him and Bruce chipped you. I got you.
Yeah.
Waves at him.
Yeah, it's brilliant, that, isn't it?
It's great. That's how you do Batman and Superman. Hopefully we get that on screen outside of Zack Snyder, because I'm sure he did a great job.
Yeah.
We won't get to see his fully realized vision ever.
Sadly not. Maybe. Hope we do, but sadly not. It's just ridiculous, but yeah.
But in terms of episodes, because by the next time we come back, we'll probably have a full episode unless it's a guest one, which hopefully it's a guest one soon. But what's the next episode?
I don't know if we're on season 3 now. Oh no, not still season 2. The Mechanic.
Oh yeah,
we've got the Mechanic, and then we've got Harley and Ivy, and then we're on to season 3 of BTAS.
Or meet Bane.
We've done a lot of episodes.
We have to. It's weird. It doesn't seem like we do it a lot, at least.
Like
we only do it like once a week.
We got a lot to look forward to in that third season. We got like Shadow of the Bat. We got Dean's Quest in there as well. Trial is in there.
I've heard of that one.
Bane. Bane's in that. Time Out of Joint. That's one of my favourites. Riddler's Reform as well. That's brilliant. It's loads of great episodes to come.
So we're in a hot streak.
Yeah, looking forward to those, and then Make 'Em Laugh as well. My favourite all-time BTAS episode. Can't wait for that.
We still have Terrible Trio ahead.
Yes, Terrible Trio. Oh, I can't wait for that one. Do you know what? I actually can't wait for that one because I just want to slate it for 25 minutes.
That'll be fun to see what you come up with as a shot too. I'm gonna probably bankrupt of ideas for that.
I'm gonna start preparation from that tomorrow at 9 a.m. sharp. It's gonna take a long time to think of a picture for that one.
Yeah, I wish I was doing Legos like Lego, Let Go and Let Go. That'd be easier for customs anyway. But he's killing it. So if you guys have seen his shots, the ones that he gave hints of, he fully realized brilliantly. Even Maxi Zeus was fun, which I usually wouldn't say is fun, but it's more like Hades than anything else.
Yeah, it is. It actually is.
At least the ending is good, seeing some familiar faces. But
it is, isn't it? Yeah, it is for sure. And I just can't believe how feeble Robin is in that episode.
He's pretty bad. Maybe that's why Bruce started getting mad at him and they started separating.
You could have some bad episodes in there though to appreciate the very good ones.
Yes, and we'll try to at least make the bad ones entertaining. But again, that's really all we got for this episode. Do you have any final words before we part?
No, hopefully we'll get Kevin back on again very soon. And yes, thanks to everyone for listening, watching, and checking us out. Hope everyone stays safe and does some more photography. Yes.
And we hope everyone's safe, especially if you're going hunting. Be patient.
Yes.
And if you even have the guts to do it and the patience, I can't do it.
Yeah.
That line is killing.
Yeah, buy online and support those local retailers who definitely need it right now.
Yes. I'm going to actually call or message my comic shop shortly after this, see if they got those figures on the way, which that will be fun to talk about too, so look forward to that. All right, so thank you guys again for listening. I had a lot of people on the last YouTube video, which usually we have more listeners than watchers, so that was cool to see. But we're glad you guys are enjoying it. It was really fun last time, and hopefully we get Kevin on again soon, because I was looking forward to that, and he's always a fun guest. So we hope he's safe and doing well, and we'll talk to him soon. And we'll talk to you guys very soon. You guys will know because we'll have new post up. So talk to you later. Bye.